And recording on. Star, you're up.
I always do them on Fridays. Fuck off.
Hmm.
Someone else has to do it.
Righteous anger.
Righteous anger. And why is that?
What the hell did happen last time?
You guys went to
Avalon.
Avalon. And y'all ran into the orcs.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I remember.
Somebody-
Is that my internet or all of TeamSpeak?
User entered your channel.
Hello.
User in your channel
Hello.
timed out.
And we're back.
User entered your channel.
I'm wondering
That
if
was
we should
weird.
kick this over to Discord. If it does it again, we'll go to Discord.
Alright.
So,
Okay, so that was TeamSpeak side, not just me?
apparently, yeah. Because I was going to.
Yeah, everyone
User
was.
in your channel timed out.
Bye, Brexit 1. Okay. The other Brexit. So, yeah, you guys went to Avalon. Brexit got upset. Darius was not too pleased with the entirety of the city of Kingsford being leveled. You know, that whole thing. You've been told, from what you remember, you guys met a captain that was being held a prisoner, along with a couple sergeants, or a sergeant. And you have learned that the remnants of the government slash upper class of Avalon has fled to Stonehaven. Basically
Bloody cows.
abandoning the main area of Avalon. And yeah, there might be some military action going on, but it's not anything super. I mean, it's organized, but not like to Avalonian standard military of organization. It's very much units or small militias, things like that. Learned that the orcs have basically tried to adopt their society and basically take over the island and make it theirs. And that's about what you guys got to last time. You guys did fight some orcs. And Darius got a good little killing spree going on, if I remember.
By us, you mean Scam and Darius were the ones fighting the orcs, while the rest of us just watched and was like,
Yep.
Little fucked
That's
up.
a nice massacre you got going on there.
Thanks for all the free equipment.
So we still pick up from that moment. I believe you were talking with the sergeant about possibly meeting with some people. So, what would you all like to do?
So, remind me, what was her original intention here? To find out what's happened to Avalon and recruit some people for the big fight?
Yep.
I'm going to assume, given what happened, I assume this is like a couple hours ago. Or after. Or is it like right after, like leaving, starting off right where we left off?
It's up to y'all.
I would assume that massacre that just happened was a bit of a change in plans.
Well,
Well then. What now?
What's the play, guys? What are we doing?
When I say that, I kind of look towards Darius because I figured he would. I don't know.
We aren't the people who live here, just him.
It seems like the people here are kind of more preoccupied with regaining their own home than being able to fight abroad. Darius, or is anyone home?
Well, Rear's still here.
I could just,
Uh,
go ahead, Derek. Go ahead, Brexit.
No, sorry. I was trying to deal with shit.
Ah,
Hmm. All right. So.
you must be enjoying whatever you're eating. Holy shit.
That's
All I just hear is.
I'm
hungry,
motherfucker. I'm eating a burger.
It's like 2 minutes have passed and Gosnick is just still staring at Darius while he's just sitting in there doing nothing, eventually doing om nom nom.
The
It's
orcs
like,
are staring at him as he eats this in fear, like they're gonna get eaten themselves.
He's taking his it's his post massacre snack that him and Scampos are sharing.
Hamburger.
Post massacre snack. Yes.
Heretic hamburger.
So Darius is a cannibal confirmed. That's what I just heard.
Yeah, that's the one thing we didn't tell you about the Catholic Church in this. They're all cannibals.
Yep.
Eat their enemies.
We must eat the.
And they
eat
worship
the
the
orcs.
Heresy to
Jesus.
purify it.
Yup. Anyway, Darius, good to go now.
So, I assume that Star was requesting like.
He's
Well,
looking at you
like-
and saying, "What is the plan?" Basically.
Because as he said, it seems like the people here are preoccupied with retaking their home more than willing to fight abroad.
I mean,
You did also learn that the majority of the military for the Avalonian ground forces were actually in Voland and not here too. Remember
Yes.
that?
and so that adds another layer here because the more of the territory we retake while we're here, the more forces they can free up.
But here's the thing. There's like 8 of you. Actually, there's 10 of you.
Correction.
Oh no! we can summon the
Correction.
deaths.
Summon the
War.
debts!
I can technically take our numbers up to 1 million of suicidal little batshit crazy fucking robot rat monsters.
Yes,
And
yeah.
the one of us, in air quotes, there is a motherfucking dragon right now. So
For the moment.
I hope
How
the
many spell
debts.
slots do you have left, Halls?
I have enough that if we keep taking long rests, I can keep using polymorph on myself.
But you gotta remember that only lasts for like an hour.
Oh no! It's gonna take longer than an hour for the fucking dragon to murder its way through a camp of orcs.
It might.
Then I'd fly away and land and recast the spell.
I mean, technically speaking, it could, the effect could wear off while in flight, and then as you're falling, you just recast it.
Recast it while dropping out of the fucking sky, except it's a different dragon this time.
Mm-hmm.
That bird, gold dragon. I don't care. Fly.
Cough, cough, rain of fire. Cough, cough. Anyway, it's for you as a group to decide what you want to do, but Kingsford is pacified? I guess, for the moment.
Yeah, this camp we're in is pacified.
Yeah.
If I remember, Glint, was it Glint? Oh, I know it was Halls' familiar. Like spotted a bunch more camps around.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's like,
Mhm.
there was like 3 or 4 more from
Yep.
what he spotted.
So realistically, now we want the what was he, a sergeant?
Mm-hmm.
We want him to go try and make contact with the peoples.
What does he? What do you want him to do? So he's like, okay, what do you want me to do? Specifically, you want me to take you to them, or you want me to bring them to you?
Well, if we can consider that, we have a base of operations now.
I mean, also surrounded by the enemy, but yes.
Don't worry, we're working on that problem. Actually, is Scammo still in his dragon form right now? Or is he normal?
I mean,
I would assume being it right after, still probably in his dragon form unless he chooses to drop it.
yeah, no, I'm still in the dragon. Still on guard duty.
Got him what?
The camp.
The prisoners, the like all the people that surrendered. There is orcs that surrendered. Because
Already had the discussion with them.
yeah,
I think that's what Scamos is guarding.
that's what Scamos
Yeah,
is guarding
That's what I'm
currently.
still chilling by at the
Just
moment.
keeping them in check, I think, isn't
You
it?
know, it's just more of like I'm standing there just staring at them, being like, try it and see what happens kind
Yeah,
of thing.
basically reinforcing the we're being very peaceful right now.
I mean, if you can, so towards the sergeant, if you could bring those, you go to the rendezvous point and convince them to come here, we should be getting some reinforcements relatively sharpish.
Sharpish and who?
It's going to be a tidal wave of screaming little constructs.
You know it's gonna take them like a week or 2 to get here, right? They have to cross the ocean.
Doesn't it take like a week?
They're the
for an airship to get here?
teleportation circle.
They
Are you sure he's aware of this fact?
who the
The-
sergeant?
yeah, is the sergeant
No,
aware
he
of
doesn't know about
yeah,
the
like-
teleporter.
It's gonna take a week.
Oh no, so you were doing that from the sergeant,
Yeah.
right?
If they're coming
Oh.
from the mainland, they'd take a week or 2 to get here.
Oh, no, they won't.
Oh.
We have a little trick for that.
Oh no. Okay. Well, I will go get the and we'll go see if I can rummage anybody up. And he grabs his rifle and he looks at the captain and is like, do you want me to take him off your hands?
No, because I feel like you will shoot him in the head while you take him out there, or somebody else will.
And I could use the snack.
He'll answer for his crimes once we've really got.
I mean, it really
Situation.
wasn't his fault. I mean, it was kind of a hopeless situation.
You wanted to kill him earlier.
I know, but it really wasn't his fault.
Yes, but if he's so bloody if he,
He is hopeless.
he is hopeless. Do you really want to take him with you as extra weight?
I mean, I was thinking more of as a somebody to put in front of somebody if I get shot at, but okay.
I mean, viable, but he's technically a prisoner.
You didn't serve in the Avalon military, did you?
What gave that away?
Hmm. Anyway. People are expendable.
As most soldiers are to many.
Especially
Higher up.
gentlemen officers.
Especially gentlemen officers. Here, here.
So, I assume he's scampering off to go.
Yep, he's gonna go to the rendezvous, so he walks out of the camp.
Right.
You hang on to the captain, though, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we still got the captain.
Yeah.
We need to get the debts here. So I'm gonna go wander over to Scamos,
Mm-hmm.
who's in a draconic form still.
Yep.
Scamos.
Yes.
I mean, he can still speak. Dragons can speak, so.
Yeah, but he's got
Yep,
the deep
I'm
draconic
intimidating
voice.
yours by doing this.
Yes.
But a lot of food. How? So, no, wrong word. Wrong choice of words. We need the debts.
You want the debts here
Yes.
for.
What do you think?
So you want to use my debts as your army?
Well, to re-establish control of Avalon, you can probably make a deal with the nobility in the for the reconstruction efforts as well.
Don't forget the magic word, Darius.
I mean, I just told him money from nobility.
I guess that works too.
No. I don't want their money.
What do you want?
They want the blood.
For fuck's sake.
I'm gonna drop my dragon form,
Mm-hmm.
and then, while still in front of Darius, I'm going to take off, the cloak that gives me that illusion of being human, so that I'm standing in front of him as a tiefling.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I want a place on this continent where people like myself are going to be able to live in peace and not in fear.
I
Oh,
mean,
damn.
you retake the continent with the debts. They really have no say in the matter.
True, but I don't want it to be a conquered, forced kind of deal.
Well, you've
Those inherently
retaken the land, you've offered it back to them, and then you've offered to assist with the reconstruction effort, and their cost for the reconstruction to have all the debt to do all the work is a part of Avalon.
No, I think you misunderstand. I don't want a part of it independently. I just want them to be capable of coming to live here in peace. Not an independent country. Nothing
Well-
like that. Just the ability to have somewhere to live where we're not living out in the woods in the middle of Ruskova. Or not being mercilessly hunted down by the church and other entities to slaughter us.
Well, I think there's a lot of issues with the church currently right now. You know, it's all in disarray, quite broken. I
Yes,
think
but
we
do
can
you
really.
Do you really think it will stay that way?
We will change it. That's the point of everything we're doing. Try and make everything
Well,
better.
I would hope it is. But, I'm trying to kind of make sure.
Also,
Kind of
if
got
I
the short end of the stick as a tiefling here.
yes,
So
But
I would like some
also-
form of formal guarantee before we go through with this.
I will
You
fight
know-
your corner. Also, isn't forgot his fucking name?
Lucaster?
Bluecaster. Isn't he like royal blood?
Technically, yeah. He's the only one that you know of, too.
Yeah, the only potential person to be king
That you know of.
that we know of. I mean, if the primary royal, unless there's a random royal who has a better claim, I mean,
Which is
that can,
doubtful.
which is
so-
doubtful after the steamrolling.
Very doubtful.
Yeah. So you do realize we have another ace in the hole with this, right? We're getting-
No.
Lucaster.
Who the fuck is that?
Did you ever meet Lucaster? I can't remember.
I don't think Scamos did.
Who in the fuck?
He,
It
he's-
was the XO of the
yeah,
ship.
he was the XO of the Stingray, and then well, he got given the Stingray once we had the newer ship,
What the fuck is the Stingray?
the old ship we had before the big one you joined on. Smaller.
As soon
seen
as
it.
Darius says
No,
that,
no, no,
You've seen the Stingray.
It's with the fleet. It's with the Avalonian fleet right now.
right, but I've never been on that one.
Yes, you have. It was Baywater ship.
It was Baywater's first ship.
Oh, the Stingray was the first one before the. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Thing
one
I
you
was-
used after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you probably would have met Lucaster or seen him if you were on the Stingray.
Seen him maybe, never met him, and never introduced to him.
Oh no, he might have been in.
I literally have had no character interactions with
Aurelian.
anyone by the name of Stingray, like Luke, whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it's called. Like,
He probably didn't meet him formally, but mentioned of him.
he may have heard a name in passing at most.
Yeah.
But so as for this person you've not really heard of, he has a claim to the throne.
okay.
And he is a friend of ours.
More like an acquaintance at this point, but yeah.
But I mean,
Darius is like, don't you fucking.
you don't- but you know, that's another ball. You know, another ball in our court. For what you want. What do you say?
I would still like to speak or have someone speak on my behalf to the
The nobility.
Avalonians here first. Before we conduct a massive sweep across this nation to liberate it.
Well,
But in the time being,
Mm.
I am okay with at least getting the debts here and getting this initial area
secured.
secured for operations, as it were.
Yes, that is fair enough.
But I would like the deal in place before we unleash the horde, so to speak.
Here's the other thing too. You guys still have your armies intact. Remember, you guys still got your groups and stuff for so.
Mhm.
Got those guys available too as well.
No, Cam's got his guy. I have no idea about my fucking Crusaders because they were with the Pope. What
Yeah,
did they?
they're currently probably dead. So
Mhm. Secure our area of operations. Make an agreement. Should be a spicy day.
Spicy meatball. Darcy's like, great, now I have to go negotiate on the behalf of some demons to fucking the Avalonians.
query for the group: is anybody gonna reach out to the fleet that's currently en route that left before you all left?
How?
Anybody got
Didn't
sending?
Didn't
Yeah.
Rear like mention he had sending?
Rear does, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Rear,
Did
yeah.
Did you
that's
mention that to anybody?
Well, Darius, you should know well, considering.
He's used it against.
Oh yeah, he
you,
has used it on me.
yeah.
Help!
Yeah.
Stop! I'm in trouble. Stop! I don't know how many messages you've got like
And
that.
he knows fucking Lucaster.
And Baywater.
And Baywater. Right.
But I don't believe Baywater is with that fleet.
No, he's waiting for the ship.
Yep.
So Lucaster would be the next port of call.
Or the Admiral.
Or the Admiral. Well, has he met the Admiral?
Rear has. I think he has.
No, I don't think so. I think I went
And
off on a shopping adventure.
sending can actually be, as long as you have a description.
Well, I'd rather
don't-
send it to somebody who he actually knows. That way, it's not gonna fuck up
I
as
mean,
much.
this is
Sending,
true.
yeah. So, right, with this little deal underway, I need to go find the idiot. Well, not so much of an idiot anymore.
You'll
You
find
just-
him still scavenging for parts.
Of course you are. I just hear like scraping of metal and as I'm trying to like pull bits off of orcs.
Float,
So-
help! Don't just stand there. Help!
But it's just like, what do
My
you want me
hands
to
are
do?
full.
What do you want me to do?
Float, you pick things up and you put them down. It's not hard. You pick this
But
up. and
they
put
get dirty if you put them down.
Oh no! Ploge just stood there, goes okay, just drops everything he's holding on.
No. Darius, all you hear is crash.
Ow!
Float.
No, just in the distance. Like I just hear a crash and I just hear a faint rape whistle in the distance.
Beep, beep.
So
Float,
I'm
come
just
on.
gonna
pick-
follow the sounds of discourse.
And you come around the corner and you see like Plode like trying to dig Rear out of this pile of just crap.
Except the rear's in the other pile besides it. Float, wrong pile, damn it. To your left. No, your other left.
I'm just gonna walk over and just like, with my strength, just lift enough of the pile up just to grab a rear and pull him straight out.
Rear gets yanked
Yeah.
out and he's oh, thank you. Oh, hi, Darius. Float, you can stop searching.
Still searching.
A rear.
Ah, forget it. Yeah, Darius.
Remember that thing you did where you sent like a message into my head?
You talking about in general or a specific event?
Whenever you were in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, sending.
Sending. You can do that to anybody you've met, right?
Yeah, should be able to. You need a message sent?
I need to send a message to Lucaster.
Alright. What do you want in it?
How to structure this? Because obviously I want to give them information on where we are and where to bring themselves. And the fleet.
Remember, how many words is it, Minnie?
Actually, that's a good
I think
question.
it's 25.
Not much.
Kingsford destroyed. Nearby orc camp liberated.
Need reinforcements, break.
Yeah.
Send help, break.
25 words or less.
25 words or less. There
To a
you
creature
go.
with that you are familiar with.
Lucaster, it's Darius. Kingsford destroyed.
Stop.
Orc camp liberated. Closest orc camp liberated. Bring fleet here.
Alrighty. You want me to go ahead and send it?
If you would.
And on its way. And a rear
Gotta
sends
say it, Minnie. I'm kidding.
it.
I'm kidding.
A rear will add the stops in still. Matter of fact, he does if it fits.
Okay. Go for it. I will make you say it if you're gonna add the stops.
I already forgot what he said, so.
Lucaster, stop. It's Darius, stop.
There you go.
Kingsford destroyed, stop.
Send the fleet.
Closest
Stop.
orc camp liberated, stop. Bring fleet. Stop.
A rear fucks up. No, I can just imagine now. A rear fucks up. He sends in actual Morse code.
So just
Other end of it, Gluecaster's asleep, and he just wakes up and he's like staring at the and he's just hearing like Morse code in his head.
Make it stop.
So,
I heard stop.
no, but anyway, so you send the message with the stops in it.
Absolutely.
Do they get to respond back?
yes.
They
is
do
that-
not.
No.
I thought you could respond back to sending.
Well, if they have their own sending, sure, but
Yeah.
it's not like a free ticket to respond type deal.
I thought it was.
There's one of them that does. I don't think it was sending. I think it was the other one.
I think it is sending.
Is it?
Message
Mhm.
message is a short range cantrip that they can't answer.
Mm,
I'm
Yeah, isn't
remembering
like
back
Oh,
to
wait a minute.
Critical
on the
Role.
side?
Like, I
Sending.
remember.
You send
remember
a
in
short
Critical
message
Role,
of
it
25
was
words or less to a creature with which you are familiar.
Yes, it can.
The creature hears the message in his mind, recognizes you as the sender. So it knows you're the sender, Mini. It knows a rare sent the message.
And can answer in a like manner immediately.
okay.
Yes.
So you can.
I've always been
No,
sending it to Darius, so he always just screams at me, with his actual voice. So
No, just in response in the message, it's in the grace and the might of Allah.
Darius's responses always basically start out with the rear. Which
It's literally
technically-
that scene from It's that scene from TGS. Magnus.
So Minnie,
Mm-hmm.
you get a response. Fancy hearing from you. Received your message. We will be there in 2 days.
Okay. We're just gonna turn to Darius. He got the message. He sent something back. He didn't use the correct format. Forgot the stops, but it'll be here in 2 days.
Fantastic. You can carry on about your business there, Aria.
Ah, great.
I have
Load.
no idea what you want all of that for, though. Sorry. It's just
Upgrades.
Upgrades.
I feel like I should be concerned.
No, not at all.
Yes. By the way, Arir, you are able to find everything that you needed. Here.
Okay. Well, everything I
Everything
think I
you-
need.
Yeah, I think you needed for what you were wanting to do last time.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so do you leave Arir back to his own devices? Darius?
Yes, I'll leave Aria back to his own devices.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep searching for other good shit.
Okay. Keep looking.
In the meantime, until the party kinda.
So do you head back to Scamos then, Darius?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is Gauze and Cam with Scamos by this point too?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh.
There's not much to
Yeah, there's-
do other than just make sure none of the orcs try any shit.
And there's about 10 of them left that you guys are holding prisoner.
What,
Hey.
10 orc fighters?
No, not even. Well, yeah, I'd say 10 orc fighters and then
The
Couple
family.
The rest,
Yeah.
rest were like civilians. There was like 50
Yeah.
you said in total that we
yeah,
had.
yeah, 10 fighters and then there's like 40 civilians left. Everybody else either is fled or was murdered. So
Murdered. They were killed in honorable combat.
they were
What are you
murdered.
talking about?
The civilians were murdered by a dragon.
We didn't kill any.
We didn't
civilians.
target
I know.
civilians.
Well, that's how they're going to frame it, but okay.
That's how they're going to frame it.
That's how
The
they're gonna
orcs come
frame
for a
it.
counter invasion.
All of
Hi,
it.
we have your people still?
So anyway, Darius and Scamos and the party, except minus Arir because he's off doing his own shit.
He's not
Yes.
far off. He would still be within shouting distance.
Of course.
Or rape whistle distance, you know, whatever.
I just love that it's his go-to rape whistle.
Look, after that haunted house, I'm keeping that thing on me at all times.
It was an inn. Let's get that right.
Tavern, inn, house.
The
It was
tavern,
hell.
inn, house. It was hell.
Which everything happened in the basement. I don't know why you needed the rape whistle.
Anyway, you guys are with the prisoners and Scamos.
Oh my god, you just remind me of like how Arir tried helping Cam after that. So you don't like kids?
Damn it.
Oh right, yeah.
The most awkward conversation ever.
You just like, I think you said so you like kids, and it just sounded in the weirdest way possible.
Ah,
Okay,
yes.
Mr. Gates.
And now that's why you're on all of our list.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Anywho.
Anyway.
So I assume that the orcs are just sort of doing that thing, pottering about, getting food.
I'm just kind of staring at you all, like, waiting for whatever's gonna happen.
Well, I said that they can go make food and shit like that. I know that,
Yeah.
that will be personal, you know, will be quite reasonable. We're just sort of chilling.
Yep. Any conversation?
I mean, I have no idea. Like, well, all the fucking shit I've been looking at has been in Orcish and broken fucking Avalonian.
Oh
Common.
yeah, I believe there's a certain person who used to be a dragon and is now not a dragon and needs to read that.
Yep. Well, I have no idea what he's. I'm assuming that he's able to telepathically command debts, or no? Or does he need to go through the portal?
I thought we brought like a single debt with us.
Did
at
you
all
guys bring
times.
a debt with you? I don't think you did.
Yeah, we have a single debt with us as a con.
Okay, you did. Okay.
He just hangs out. Oh wait, no.
We
Scales
basically
doesn't
stick him
have
in,
that.
like, he just basically either rides on somebody or gets stuck in a bag of holding, like.
So I just imagine that you've pulled this out, obviously, to give the orders out, and now it's just sort of sat there, just going doom 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 doom.
No, I can imagine it now. It's like
just go.
it's just like Scamma says debt, and it's like all of a sudden goes like what the fuck, and just like all of a sudden out of his bag of holding pops out a debt. It's like what the fuck was that doing in there?
Yeah, like it pops out, it does the whole like its eyes glow red. Yes, master, and then it just immediately fucking goes back to being a regular fucking debt afterwards.
Ooh,
So
look, debris!
it literally just it's literally go.
Oh, God.
Oh, Mark. Oh, Scamos.
Meh. I have a horde of minions who will sweep this continent clear of all life if I so choose.
So are you summoning the debts?
The debt army is being instructed to march forth and come through the teleporter, yes.
Don't forget the one we
Are
still
you-
need some at the.
Yeah, there will be some left. There we'll leave like a quarter of them behind.
Are you guys gonna have them tell anybody at Porsche, or to notify anybody else?
I mean, that was not requested of me, so.
Okay.
No, it's funny. There's somebody goes, why is a mass amount of these debts leaving? Why?
You just see Boomsticks is like they're like looking at like some plans like in the factory, and he just watches like
And
half
you
the
just
shift
hear
just
the
walks
mar-
out.
You just hear, yeah, you just the march. Just well, the ones that are on construction detail like that, actively there, will stay there and continue working. The rest of them that are not doing any building.
Is
are-
that many of them that it doesn't matter? Like,
And then you see like Boomsticks like they're looking like this plan, and then he like lifts the paper and he just sees this like horde of them going through the factory, and he's like, right.
Don't
Like,
ask. No, because you got to remember they're going through the factory, but they're also armed.
Yes, I know.
But they're
Does
just
each one
marching.
have a pistol?
They're just marching. They're just marching peacefully off to war.
and they start going down through the teleporter,
Mm-hmm.
and you see like one of them standing guard, and like they're all marching down into the teleporter room at Porsche, and they're gonna have to do this a few times.
That's fine.
So like one of them activates it, and then it's like a whole like 100 of them come through on the teleporter.
So-
Report the first group through is being summoned to report to the camp for guard duty.
So, this is literally how I see the debts mobilizing. I'm throwing it in the memes in Discord.
Oh no.
Attack that way.
Oh, is this? Yeah.
The debts march.
Yep, pretty much. And they're coming through. So the first group's gonna go on guard duty.
That's the debts in a nutshell.
Yep. And the orcs look terrified as they're seeing these like start going throughout the camp. They're like, what are these things?
These are our soldiers.
And you see one of the fighters, like one of them gets close, and then like he punts it,
Oh,
and then like the other four of them that are next to him, like all point. They have like little pistol like rifles
Mm-hmm.
with little bayonets on the end of them, and they all like point at him, or like one of them stabs him in the foot, and he's like, "Ow!"
Die, scum.
don't punt the debts, damn it.
You know what, Waller?
Yes.
Since they can do this, once he decides to be a smartass and do that, I'm gonna order the 100 debts that are on guard duty to merge into one bigger debt.
Oh no. Okay.
And then once they've done that and it's towering over them all, I'm gonna look at them and go, "Do you want to try this shit again? Or do you
No.
want to behave?"
Question.
Oh. Yes.
Does the now very large debt still hold the extremely small pistol?
No, it's a bigger one.
Oh, okay.
Like all of them get merged into like an actual rifle.
I'm gonna order them back down to their appropriate sizes again.
Like the rifle, it's not an actual rifle. Like it's a part of the debt.
Ah, okay.
So,
Oh
Yeah.
no.
They can materialize weapons. Oh god.
They're literally human. They're like not human, but they're literally walking and breathing weapons.
yeah, that's what they are.
I don't believe they're breathing.
No, they're just walking.
They work by photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis, star.
You know what?
Photosynthesis.
You know what? Darius,
Mhm.
we need to get a lot of black cloaks and some pointy masks.
Where are you going with this?
Are you literally turning them into the Creed?
No, he said pointy masks. This is the Raven Guard.
And he's
God.
like, what's going on?
All right, so
That one dead still
as
can't
the
mini.
horde keeps coming through, I'm actually gonna send another order through Waller as this is going on to send one of them to go to Boomsticks to have Boomsticks get a message to us, like somehow using a debt if we have to request some artillery as well. I want cannons.
And you see like one of they're still looking at this, and one of the Death Swats like walks up to him, and then, like you see him reach up and like grab the blueprint down
Yep.
to where Boomsticks can just see his face.
Like,
And it's like-
Scamos wants cannons.
Scamos requests cannons, thank you! And then just puts it back up and walks away.
God. Just imagine being Boomsticks in this situation.
And before the Death walks away, he's like, ask him what kind of cannons specifically. And then one of the Deaths walks up to you and asks that question.
I'm gonna look at Darius and go, "What do you think would be best for us to have for this army?"
I don't even know what the hell we got in stock.
What's in stock? Played a game of fucking telephone through the debts.
Chinese whispers through the debts.
This is gonna go poorly as the debts reconfigure the wording.
What do we
what's-
have?
what's in the dock?
Stock? Oh, we've got breech loader 12 pounders, which are basically what we had on the Stingray, just the land version of it. We also have like 2 howitzers available. And that's pretty much it right now. Everything else is being kind of put onto tanks and other things at the moment. And those can't fit through the teleporter, so
Yeah, the tank can't fit through the teleporter.
the
Can
cannons.
a disassembled tank fit through? Can a disassembled tank fit through the teleporter though?
No, because you have to get the engine through the door. Unless you had somebody built the engine on the other side.
Or we use a sledgehammer.
Or, if Rear has the raw materials, he can just fabricate it.
Oh my god.
Literally with the spell fabricate. That's why he's collecting materials right now.
Oh god. Absolutely not.
So I'm assuming we've relayed the.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take some 12 pounders.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have some of the debts push it through, I guess.
Sounds good. Thank you. Oh, and ammo. We need lots of ammo.
We'll just use the debts as ammo, it's fine.
No, because we're gonna need them as soldiers.
Do you understand how durable these things are?
Have you
So you can
seen
literally-
what they can do?
Wait, can we use them like shock attack guns?
That walk
Yes.
back and reload themselves.
Oh my god! so, Doolittle, I don't know if you know how a shock attack gun works, but basically, it takes a fucking snotling, right? This is 40k. It takes a snotling, sucks it into the weapon, fires the snotling through the warp into the target.
Yeah, but I'd rather not like waste my debts on this.
Doesn't do anything to the snotling, actually.
Yeah, the snotling's totally fine. It just
Yes,
rips
but
its way
this
out
is
of
a-
the fucking
yes, but
person
this-
it's in.
Yes, but this is a fucking debt that's being shot out of a cannon through the physical world, not the warp.
Yep, and what's gonna fucking impede its trajectory?
I mean, armor and flesh. The debt will probably not be intact at the end of that mission.
And then the others reassimilate it and recreate it.
Oh my fucking god.
Am I wrong?
Technically not wrong. Alright, fuck it. We can use the debts as cannon rounds.
We will send ammunition through, but debts are an option.
Debts are a reserve option. They're not the primary breaking somebody's walls option.
It's like, oh look, they're trying to charge us. Line up the cannons, load them with debts.
Oh
Load
no, I
debt
can
is
just
fine.
like imagine. I can imagine the scene like one of the orcs gets impaled.
Hey
by
Waller,
Yeah.
one of these
since
deaths.
we've made this as canon, then does that mean if I break a single debt that's like one of the small normal size ones down even further, I can turn it into a canister round?
Theoretically, yes.
Oh my
It's
god.
the same principle. You can make a microscopic debt if you really wanted to.
Oh my
Oh, no,
god.
Oh
don't-
no,
don't give
no,
him
no,
that
no,
power.
no, no, we're not going that
We're
level,
not going back
Waller,
to
no.
We're not going back to Starfinder.
Anyways,
We're not having nano
Continuing.
debts, god damn it.
Nano debts.
continuing.
Nano deaths, son.
All right, once we get our once we get our cannons
Nano
through,
debts.
once we get our cannons through, I will I'll just continue. All right, Darius. So I guess we need to talk to some nobility because the army is assembling quite quickly.
You might need a command structure too. I don't know. That might be
I
important.
give the orders, and Darius is my advisor.
I mean, once we get, you know, the fucking militia and shit here as well, we can literally just give them command of squads of debts.
Bold of you to
The-
assume I'm handing out command of my debts to anyone but you guys.
I mean, you're still overall commander of them.
I know, but bold of you to still assume I'm going to let somebody else other than you guys command my debts.
Fair enough.
How many color-coded deaths do we get per person?
20 each, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Your personal bodyguard, as it were, since we're on war footing, apparently.
Honor guard.
The honor guard of deaths.
So these orcs are just shitting themselves watching all these debts appear
Yep.
and bringing in fucking cannons.
Like, aren't you glad you surrendered now?
So these orcs were probably thinking, you know, this is gonna end really quickly when all the other orcs, you know, hear about this. They're gonna come and just fucking bean whack all these people. Oh fuck!
Millions upon millions of tiny metal men. But yeah, okay. So yeah, we'll get that set up, and then I'll just kind of continue getting the debts organized as best I can, and like passing command off to of groups to like Gaz and Cam.
Gaz has
and
like
Darius.
Yep. Are you giving any to a rear?
No, absolutely not. Arrear gets to be on supply with Gaz. Oh, and Gaz, you have all the cannons.
Sweet.
So, Arrear, you get to assist Gaz. You get to sort of have control of the debts, but I'm like not giving you any more than other than the ones that are assigned to staring detail.
By the way, there's like 5 of them.
And then
You come
they're
out,
just
you're
all
like,
staring at you.
yep. You come out as you're working with Plode, and you just see 5 of you see deaths, and you just see 5 of them are now staring at you.
No, but the minute he sees them, though, they look away and someone replaces them.
Yeah, another group of them are just now behind him looking at him.
Yep.
Nowhere is safe.
Hmm.
By the
Arrear's
way, you
gonna-
didn't realize that the deaths showed up until you saw those 5 looking at you.
I'm assuming I came back with my giant cart, and all of a sudden,
They're just
debts.
5 debts
Yeah,
staring
They're
at
just
you.
deaths, yes.
All right.
Arrear, what are you planning to do with that cart?
Well, once I get the blueprint configuration for that Gatling gun, I'm gonna mount it on Plode along with the cannon.
Okay.
Gonna need a bunch of material though, so hence the cart full of random crap. Hang on, Kazik, though. I gotta see if I can figure something out. I want to roll to see if I can actually predict the pattern of the debts. Oh, fuck.
Okay.
And their staring attempts. So, like, when I look at one, I want to see if I can scientifically predict their modeling for how and which one will then look at me next.
Roll an intelligence check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh no, this kind of reminds me of that one SCP that if you get it to a point where it can't possibly hide from your vision, it'll straight up kill anyone to.
Oh, you mean the fucking
Like the one that like hides in your the side of your vision, you can't ever see it unless
16
you get someone
total.
else in the corner, in which case it attacks a person and kills them.
Alright. What'd you get? Rear?
16 total.
With disadvantage?
With disadvantage. I rolled an 11 and an 18, and my skill is 5.
That's not bad. Okay.
So I took the 11 plus 5, 16.
Yep. So you are unable to. You have a rough idea, but you're unable to specifically like which group is it. You kind of like you break it down to like, well, it could be one of these 2 groups. So you kind of get it halfway kind of figured out, but you still don't catch it in time.
I'm gonna have Plode keep. I'm gonna put a algorithm in Plode and have him keep analyzing it
Okay.
for the time being.
Okay. Picking up Plode's a computer. This is great. Anyway. What's the rest of the party doing? So Gauze is getting the cannon set up. Cam, what are you doing?
Cam doesn't really have a specific thing to do.
Okay.
I think.
Kind of chilling. Are you just watching like the companies of Plodes march by, or not
Plodes.
Plodes of Debts marching by out of the teleporter?
I'm getting like all the basically what I'm doing is just getting all the plodes. Sorry, debts. I'm doing it now too. Thanks. Like set up and ready like for the next camp we're going to.
By the way, like they were like full blown battle formation, just like all like in about company size elements, and then like like they're getting into that. Just standing in formation now. There's just that many of them scamos.
So we've literally got Necrons.
Yeah. Battle droids, you know, whatever you want to use.
Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger.
Yeah, Baldros would be the more apt, I think.
So
I guess I'm the
T-1000
commander now.
T-1000 battle droids specifically. But anyway, go ahead, Cam.
armored lines of marching droids
Yes.
in squadrons pass me by then.
Yes.
This is all just kind of like set up for the grander scheme. So there's
Nope.
Cam is just kind of sitting there keeping an eye on things.
Just the usual rendering medical aid and make sure that Darius doesn't go batshit anger management crazy session again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think I had valid reason to go fucking nuts.
So is there any other conversations, or how long are we gonna have the how many of the debts are you bringing?
I said
Yeah,
I'm
what's-
leaving like just enough behind to, you know, allow Boomsticks to keep the production at the levels it needs to be at.
Okay, so you get in total, there's about 25,000 debts that eventually come through. So
Rear's gonna check with
25.
Scamos and ask him about the cannons. And ask basically, are they direct fire or indirect fire? Like, how is he setting these up?
Ask Oz.
Alrighty. Rear goes to Gaz with the same question.
Well, the plan is basically we'd set up and shoot into the field to shore the camp. Given how Darius is wanting to play things, I have a feeling shooting directly into a camp is not going to be too a good thing.
That is
So,
correct.
And
so it honestly depends on the range. If the next camp is not too far, then it'll probably be direct, but otherwise it's artillery fire.
Tis a pity fucking Darius is not a barbarian. We must be better. And as he fucking snaps an orc's neck.
chewing on its
Oh.
arm.
are you gonna let the orcs go or no?
I mean, I don't think if they want to go, they're just gonna go one another camp, and then that camp's gonna walk to its death.
I mean, that's my question to you all: is are you going to release them, or are you holding on to them?
Well, I'm not kicking them out of their homes. They can very much stay here if they so wish. Now that we actually have a secured footing, if they want to bugger off, let them.
Okay. So you guys get the cannons set up.
The question is, are they like feeling brave enough?
Before
Or would they
anything
want to,
Hey, wait.
happens, Rear's gonna pull. He's with Gazik. Rear's gonna pull one of the debts and basically say, "Hey, debt number, whatever you are, can you transform, like, add fins that can move?"
Are you trying to get
Yes.
Finn stabilized debt?
It's just staring at you. Doesn't
Fins,
respond.
like, you know, the triangular.
I don't-
shi-
Over here, I think these debts sink. They don't swim.
Well, yeah, but I want to, because if we fire at the cannon thing, I mean, Rear's by now heard that they're gonna be the ammunition, potentially.
when needed.
If they can transform and actually guide themselves to a target while in flight,
You like actually say that to Gozik?
he does.
So
I mean,
we're
if it's
turning the
possible,
debts
but I
into
don't
doom
know.
divers now.
All you'll
over
hear
here,
coming
that's
down.
why artillery is always volume of fire, not accuracy.
Well, right, but I mean, if you could hit your target square on with this thing, I mean, I'm assuming instead of wee, it's all it's gonna say is as it comes down, attack.
It's just staring at you as you guys are explaining this. By the way, Scamos, the debt that's with you is now relaying this whole conversation to you.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna have the I assume the 20 deaths assigned to me are like a green color.
Yes.
I'm gonna have them like build themselves up to the biggest construct they can. How about big is that?
The 20 of them it'd be a little bit bigger than Plode, but
Good. I'm gonna tell it to put me on my shoulders, and I'm gonna mount my Mauser on it, and I'm gonna be the spotter.
okay. You
Riz.
guys, Scamos, you do hear we're asking the debt this question of, and it's not responding.
What did he ask?
Go ahead, Minnie. Ask it again.
So he tries again with another debt. Can you debt number whatever your name is? Can you transform so that way when you load it into the cannon, you can have guidance fins, so then you can adjust in mid-flight and actually hit your target every time? Yeah, I've seen you transform like the big one over there. Anything? Hello? Knock knock.
Career. Quit asking questions and help cause.
You just hear that come through the debt.
Rir just shivers and goes to Gauze.
I will be using the bathroom real quick, but I'll still be here.
All right. So the debts are still coming through. Slowly but surely. The sergeant is still not back yet. Been a few hours now, and let's see. Cam, you do have one of the debts bring you a letter, and he hands it to you, and it is from your unit commander that you guys left in Alaron.
Mm-hmm.
And he has said that they've actually moved back down into Ostrich because that's where they heard that's where you were at, and Petrus had sent them down there to meet up with you guys. So they're actually there if you want them to, if you think they're worth coming through. So you would actually have your guys as well. You want after the debts get through. By the way, as that's happening, like he gives the letter to one of the debts, you just see like they're just going in by line into the teleporter. And yeah.
Did I bring them through or not?
So they're back. I hear Star's back.
Oh yeah, sorry. Like I would still be here, just.
But yeah, that's an option. Darius, I guess you could lead debts if you wanted to.
I mean, what else am I gonna lead?
Scamos is gonna give you a wing of debts. There you go.
Just have some of the debts merge-ish together to create a mount.
My God. The debts have all arrived at this point. Cam, if you want those guys to come through, they can now.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah, bring them in. All right, so they're coming through. And Scamos, how are we doing this? In your, I have an army. How are we doing this? Are you just gonna send in the debts?
Send in the Marines.
Send them in. Bueller.
Has Scamos
Scamos,
gone away? Oh, there he is.
how are we doing this, man? Your debts have arrived.
We're just gonna get them kind of set up in, defenses in the camp around this camp here, like occupy it basically. And
Are you gonna actually have them build defenses?
Yes.
Oh my
We're
god.
we're going to entrench our defensive position around the teleporter and the city and all that. Not the city, but the camp here. And then we will, await the confirmation that my demands are being met, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, so
Realistically, we need to wait for
fleet to
Lucas.
get here, so you guys
and
dig
the fleet,
in.
because we have to go to Stonehaven.
Yeah, or talk to Lucaster and make a deal with Lucaster. One of the two.
Yep.
So while that's happening,
I just imagine like Lucaster arrives and it's like, oh, cool. He goes, well, we probably should talk to. Or you take Lucaster to talk with the nobility about it as well for the succession. And Lucaster just walks in. It smells like bitch in here.
you all are just sitting there. You guys are just watching the debts again.
I'm having my debts and having Rear also help me with it, so I go through like battle drills, so and form up like a word. It's like,
are they doing firelight battle drills like fake firing? You're fired. You hear them all go click.
But like one of the things I'm thinking of is like when we need to move, we'll just have all the debts and the ammo debts like form up into like giant plodes, and either carry or just like sprint with the cannons.
Oh wow!
And set up and set up into fire crews again.
You're turning them into Iron Drakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
No. He is drilling the artillery debts. Okay.
And also making sure that they can get the aim right. Cause yeah.
By the way, that is attracting attention. The firing of cannons, if that's what's happening, is attracting attention.
I'm gonna go to Darius before this. And I'm gonna be like, is it okay if I do some test fires with these debts, or do you want me to keep it quiet?
Are you pre-bracketing, or are you just...
That's a good question, actually.
Good question. I'm not sure if do you want me to pre-bracket for the next camp?
I mean, if we actively fire the cannons, we're going to draw attention. Which means we may get a charge at us. So if you're going to fire them anyway, might as well pre-bracket the area.
Meanwhile, Hellmarch is playing in the background.
And this time it's actually Cam's guys, not freaking the debts, because all the debts are here. So
what did the orcs do, might I ask?
Which ones? The ones
in
the camp?
Yeah.
They're just like, they're just staying because they really don't know what to do, because they're kind of unsettling that there's this many, like, that there's an army that's larger than they are, because the orcs are also like before really you guys ran into the Nets, the orcs were like the ones that always have the numbers. And
Yep, and then
and
we got the
here's-
debts.
and here's all these things, and
They're like,
these are
yeah,
terrifying.
even if we go one people, it's just going to lead to slaughter.
So they're just kind of like, we don't know what to do. But you do.
I mean, they have full right just to stay and live in the camp and do their damn thing.
Before Gods goes back, he's just gonna tell Darius that he'll just have them pre-aimed at the field in between the camp or next camp, and it'll hold fire.
Fair enough.
Do you send out Do you send out a picket line of debts?
Sure, why not? If my
Scouts?
advisor, if the advisor thinks we should send scouts forward, we'll send scouts forward.
I
That's
mean,
you, Darius.
at most, it's like what?
They're
50
like
to
a-
100 debts that we'd be picketing out?
Yeah, something like
scouts?
that.
Yeah, that's nothing compared to our total number. And even if any get, taken out, where they can just be reassimilated later.
Yep.
So if we want to have some as scouts, because they literally can just immediately relay that shit.
Yep.
So they are like the greatest scouts.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
So you might as well, yeah.
Okay.
By the way, them scouting is like literally running up. You see like all of them go running off like into these fields out in front of you towards the camps. And
Don't go into the tall grass! Don't go into the tall grass! That's why he's then running out into the field.
yep. You just see them disappear into the grass. They're just gone.
And he orcs that enter the tall grass. Right, we're gonna go flank. Ah!
In the distance,
War
Pokemon
leader?
battle music.
Ah! They're just being taken out one by one with the deaths at the tall grass.
All you can hear is just attack coming from one corner, area, and then
Yeah.
just pops up attack from another.
No, like we just look over, we can clearly see like orcs' heads like sticking over the top, and we're just watching them disappear into the grass. Like, shouldn't have gone into there.
That's unsettling.
Instead of sporadic gunfire, it's sporadic attack.
Yeah, just random, just calls of attack out of fucking nowhere, and people just disappearing in the tall grass.
So you start getting reports that the other camps are alerted to your presence
Well, yeah,
from some of the survivors that
Yep.
got out before you guys kind of got everybody, and they are forming to make a large counterattack.
And what's the numbers of this counterattack?
About 3,000, give or take.
Oh dang!
Yep.
Can we hide the debts?
I mean, you can.
Wait, I just saw something scary. We need to like get the. Oh no, the zombies. Just get them set out in the field far away and have them like partially dug up, and as they ran past.
Oh
them,
no,
have
they
the
just
deaths
go
come up.
out into the field and bury themselves.
Better yet,
Oh my god.
just have them go out and
Yes.
stand like
Yes.
scarecrows.
Star that fucking idea.
Oh no, it was so fucked up.
Deploy the deads into the field, let them bury themselves.
Literal children of the corn just standing there until activated.
Oh no, they're underground waiting for the order.
I say we just literally have them. No need to bury them. They don't know what it is. Just literally have them standing with their arms out
Yeah,
in
but
the field, like
it'd
every.
be a bit weird to walk into a field and just see like thousands of these things just stood there doing fuck all.
Yeah, they have
right?
a problem with crows.
It would scare them off, even if it looks like we've like
That's a
uprooted
lot
earth
of,
and
that's an
shit.
overkill of for crows there, buddy. You do
Yeah.
have Cam's forces now here, so they finally got
And
through.
Cam's guys use bows.
Oh, well, they've got muskets, I think. Yeah, didn't we give them muskets,
Muskets.
Cam? Do you
Yeah,
remember? They've got muskets and shields.
Where is it?
They've got pew sticks.
Rifles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rifles.
Okay.
And actually, Gauze's guys came through too with them because they were all together. So the 100 that Gauze had. So, yep.
So
I would
Gorz has
probably
a
keep them close to your cannons, though.
Yeah, they're like 100 skirmishers
Yeah.
realistically. So when they're charging the cannons, well, volley,
Volley!
draw. Ah!
No.
Fire volley.
So what do we want to do? You guys can deploy the debts if you want to do that.
Deploy them into the field. Let them bury themselves.
Jesus Christ, they're debt landmines.
Oh no, they're not going to explode. Well, they are going to explode when they rip out of it, but
Hey, wait a minute.
A chest burst.
Can't the buried debts
Oh god.
They're
Also-
I'm not
debt-
gonna lie.
They're debt bursters.
bursters.
Okay, so when you like first mention the cannon thing, I'm just like thinking of an Orcian like hit by one of the debts. It's like, oh, my stomach doesn't feel too good, and he's just like all says like,
Yeah, he just has like this massive chunk blown into him. The other one's like, "Oh my god, Gorak, are you okay?" I'm. It bursts out of his
oh.
And it goes like runs and scurries off into the tall grass, and they're all like, "What's going on?"
Game
Look,
over, man. Game
It just,
over.
it just turns to fucking Nam. It just turns to fucking Nam.
Yeah, it's a Vietnam with the debts.
They're in the
Escape.
tall grass, man. They're in.
I mean, it is harvest. It is harvest time, so I mean, it's wheat and things like that, so it's pretty high.
Are
Are
we just
you guys
gonna,
doing that? You guys burying them in the fields, like all of them?
Oh, no, not all of them.
Most of them.
A fair few of them, yeah.
Okay.
Like they're deploying what? 3,000?
Yeah.
Out of the 25,000?
We have
20.
no. We have 25,000. Technically 100 off scouting, right?
Yeah.
Have like 5,000 of them just bury themselves in that field.
The ambush force.
Yeah. When the ambush force is 2,000 more than your force,
Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna surrender really fucking quick.
Ah, they're gonna surrender if they survive the ambush.
Yeah.
there's a step in there you're forgetting.
So,
And
how
you've
many
also
cannons are there?
you've got 2 howitzers, which they shoot up and over instead of straight, and they
Actual
brought
artillery.
through 4 regular direct fire. Think Civil War, but breech loader. So
Yeah.
so
plus the cannon unplode?
yeah, plus flowed, plus your cannon. So you guys have 10 cannons total. And then you guys, so as you guys are waiting, and you just see the 5,000 deaths just go walking into the tall grass and just disappear.
Bum bum bum.
You can have the artillery like readjust aim like just past those deaths. So they get the chaos of like artillery fire, and then they walk into a bunch of deaths. To which if the stragglers somehow make it to this line, I have a ability I want to
doubts?
use.
Oh, you do. Okay.
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 I'll just say this because I don't know if you guys remember like us talking about it when we level up
Mhm.
to 15, but it's high noon somewhere in the world.
Oh my god.
You can just fucking aim shot everyone.
I wonder if
All
we
right.
can use the debts that are buried as guidance. Like, oh, it landed here. Adjust, blah.
It's gonna be
You can
like,
probably see where it lands.
like 12 different
It-
rounds going
probably.
out a rear. We're getting be fed by like 1,000 different debts information. I'm just gonna leave it to my spotting.
Well, I have a feeling the vast amount of debts probably won't matter anyway.
So,
Mhm.
is Darius? Are you in the center?
So
Putting
we
it
just have 5,000 debts out hidden
In
in
the
the field.
You've got your
Buried.
other ones in defenses.
We have a few more on defenses. Oh, I want the primary force of debts to be like out of sight,
Okay.
so they can't fully see how many numbers we actually have. Right. So we clearly have, like cams, 3K. We have the 100 there. We have a few debts lingering about.
Yep.
And they're just us. And I'm just gonna be stood there on the hill.
With you and like the 3,000 you Cam and the 3,000 guys that you have.
I've got 2K as I recall.
2K.
But yeah.
2K.
Yeah, 2K.
Just casually sat there on the hill, just looking out over
And
it.
you guys look across and you see the other. Here comes the orcs coming up. You see first you see the dust rising into the sky, as you see with lots of formation, and then you see them kind of pop up over the hill across from you. And yeah, they are. A lot of them, you can tell, they also have firearms. So.
Well, I'm assuming that they need to get closer to use them.
And you see they have like 2 cannons, and they start setting them up. And here comes the rest of the force, and they start forming up. And
so they're setting up 2 cannons.
I'm gonna have the 2 nearest cannons next, or actually like the
Howitzers.
Sure, howitzers like set up and start bracketing in, or not bracketing.
Are you actually gonna fire or just aim?
I'm gonna. When they get in, when the main force starts to walk into where the main artillery is aimed at, that's when I'll have the howitzers aim at the artillery.
So they're just aiming. Okay.
So the howitzers are targeting the orc artillery.
Yes. While the rest of the cannons are.
So the dets, those dets are like, yes sir, and they start loading, and you can see all the dets start going to work and loading the artillery. One of them, you see like 2 of them carrying the cannonball, and then, like they lift it all up into the cannon.
Like the whole reason I've been spending like the few hours is like to have them ready to like rapid fire these cannons as fast as possible. With,
and
like adjustments.
They haven't. One of them didn't make a bigger debt yet, and like they're like, you see one of them, they're like standing there, and they have like all the accoutrement that you would have with an artillery piece. Like one of them's holding the frickin' pipe cleaner you would use for that. The frickin' scrubber for the cannon. And they're just standing there, and it's like, okay, this is gonna. They look cute, but this is terrifying at the same time.
It's like,
this is the murderous robots that are so cute before they kill you.
Attack! But yeah.
And you see
I would have told Darius about this, by the way, so he fully knows that I'm gonna fire the second I think they're in range. Unless he wants a different idea.
I mean, by all means, opening volley them with that. And then once that happens, and the moment they step into the area of the debts.
So how far out are the debts that are buried?
From the closest line of them is like maybe 100 yards from where you guys where the main line's at. And then they spread about 500 yards from there. And they're just setting up about that 700 yard mark, 600 yard mark. So just outside of that.
Okay.
Oh.
Just so you know, Darius is sat on a stool. Like, he's not even standing, he's just sat on a stool.
Full-blown samurai fucking daimyo bullshit. Like, just sitting on a stool. Do you have your
little
fan? Do you have your little fan, too?
No, I'm just sat there. Probably got a debt holding my helmet.
Okay.
I'm just waiting.
The debt's wearing it.
Debt's wearing the helmet. He is the helmet. You just see the helmet turn and look at Darius, and then turn back and look forward. Gamos, are you in your polymorph yet? Or are you waiting?
I highly doubt we'll need the polymorph.
Yeah, I'm standing by.
Yeah. Standing by. And Cam's you're probably with your guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you bring any of the orc prisoners up with you, by the way, Darius? Like, to stand next to you or anything, or no?
That'd be a bit fucked up.
I mean,
I'll probably be sat there, and as I see them marching, like, seeing their counts and stuff like that, I'm just gonna look back and signal a couple of debts to bring up
the
a couple of
one of the
choice.
leader, like one of the
Yeah.
leaders. Yeah. Yeah. So they do that. And the orc's like, what do you want?
I'm going to allow you to go down there, and you can tell them that they can surrender or die.
What, you think these puny little automatons are going to kill us?
I've seen them wipe out worse than you.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So your choice. You can save some of your people.
Alright, well, let me free then. I'll go talk with them and see what happens.
Go for it. He's not bound or anything.
Yeah, no, he's just gonna walk. You just see him start walking through the field.
I assume like I see this, so I'm
Yeah,
just
you
gonna,
guys,
like,
everybody sees this. You let the others know, like, everybody just sees this orc, like, from your guys' side walking to the other side.
I'm just
You
gonna
guys
like
weren't gonna be
just like
taking
look
this.
down to the debt like that I'm sitting on. Just like, what's going on?
I'm assuming that gets relayed to me through the debt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like holding your helmet.
I'm giving them a chance to surrender.
By the way, you all hear that.
You just hear from you that Gothic says okay.
God, that's okay.
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 Por qué?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and you guys, you see the orc kind of meets in the center, and he gets taken back behind the line, and you watch the like they open him up, like open the ranks up, and then they close again.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't come back, and there is no flag, no parlay or any of that.
I'm assuming the
It
march
looks
stops
like
when
they are,
he arrives to
gearing
them,
up
right?
to go. Yes, you kind of watch Darius, and it's kind of what you realize. It's like, yeah, they said no. You're pretty sure.
I'm just imagining seeing, like, through the back line, that orc that they've let in is now running the fuck away.
You fought the orcs before. You kind of know how they operate.
No. The
So,
one that we allowed, the one we sent off to give them the message. I just imagine that, like, when he's met the guy in charge of this,
are you
army.
guys just waiting for the people to make the first, for them to make the first move, or what you want to do, Darius?
So where are they right now? Like, distance-wise? Are they, like, in the middle of the debts?
Hello?
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 Waller.
Hello?
His headset may have turned off.
It's his fucking headset again.
That would be helpful if I knew. There we go.
Alright.
Did you fix it?
Yeah, we're good.
So, well, I just assumed that guy, after he got let in, he's just running the fuck away now. He's run through the backside of their rank. He's like, nope.
Yep, he's leaving. He's leaving. And what are you guys doing now?
Where are they? Are they, like, in the middle of the debts or just about to be?
They haven't started advancing yet, but they've just said no at this point. So, and they're maybe 100 yards from where the first line of debts are.
Cool.
Real quick, I'm gonna have a rear tell him to like form up. I forget if he got his own set of debts.
No,
Nope.
Rear doesn't have his own.
I'm gonna have like a rear like. Do you have any sort of like magnifying glass?
No, I don't actually.
No telescope, no nothing.
No, I don't think so.
Oh wow. Okay.
In that case, I'm gonna say
Would Plode be
ready
able
to-
to see farther? Like if I look through Plode?
He doesn't have magnifiers.
Okay, so no,
or
I don't.
anything.
in that case,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Arir to get on Plode. I'm gonna hand him my Mauser and pull out my PTRD instead.
Question
And
before that,
I'm
though?
gonna tell him to use the howitzers to target their artillery when the firing starts.
Question, did I find any binoculars or anything in
No.
the... Okay,
No.
so yeah, I'll do that then. What,
So you
does it?
understand the Mauser has like I think 3 rounds in it per
Yeah.
clip. I'd probably like give him some ammo if he wants to shoot it. It has like about 15 or like 1,500 feet range.
I mean,
Basically,
you're primarily
can you shoot-
giving it to him to coordinate fire on their artillery.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the main purpose. I'm giving you the 2 howitzers, pretty much.
Oh, Rue was going to
And
be
I'll-
loading Plode's howitzer, or Plode's cannon.
I know, but you also have 2 additional howitzers for the artillery.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So while
3 total.
Goz is focusing on the actual cannon fire that we're going to be launching out, you're being tasked with taking out their cannons with the arty.
Got it.
Yeah.
Nice and simple. Cool. So I assume they're marching. They keep marching.
Yep. And they start breaching that 100 yards. They get to the first line of deaths.
To which I say to my "You ready, Darius?"
Hmm.
I'm pretty much just waiting for him to like give the go-ahead to fire.
I'm just waiting, and I'm assuming that like I'm waiting for at least most of the army to like start getting in before we.
Yep. And the army has now entered the field, and they're about halfway
Fire.
through the field. Okay, there they go.
And with that, I tell all the cannons to fire.
Are the
And
enemy's
so all
cannons
the
in range?
cannons just you got artillery.
Right. Or is their artillery
They
in
were
range
saying
of mine?
they were saying up on the other side of the field, expecting us to probably charge at them, or something. Right. So basically, to take those guns out, you have the artillery.
Yes.
Fire 1, fire 2.
And yeah, if they're in range, I'm firing 2 with the artillery at their cannons.
So yeah, I
And they
basically
are.
assigned the 2 howitzers to you, so they only fire when you say fire, and go off your aim.
Mm-hmm.
So you're basically giving them like, you're giving them the adjustments if you need to.
Yep, and we are also actively firing.
Those fire, our cannons all fire in a fucking volley.
You just hear like a massive, like it's not quite synced, but it's like synced enough. It's just like just like a full like 2 seconds of cannon, and then the following seconds of reverb.
And so that happens. I'm assuming that God has got these cannons basically on fucking point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They open up and it's devastating.
Just devastatingly hits the
Mhm.
orcs as they're charging through the field.
Mm-hmm.
I've no idea where the artillery's landing because it's probably got a few more seconds of flight time. But after that first volley hits, and now they're right in the middle of all the deaths, spring the trap.
Gamos?
Do a little.
Yo.
Spring the trap.
Okay. And I will give the order for the trap to be sprung.
And so these orcs, they just got absolutely bandwhacked by a volley of cannon fire. Jesus Christ! Next thing, attack! One lands on his face.
Yeah.
Why do
And
people ring me?
they are literally like you watch as
It is
being
just
like
chaos.
There's just chaos in there.
They're outnumbered. They've already been fucking hit by cannon fire, so they're in disarray as it was. Fucking ripple. And then now it's just chaos. And Darius is just still sat in his stool.
And while that goes on, I'm basically looking for like where the general shot pattern is, making adjustments to the group and whatnot. And just, I guess, being a J-type.
I mean,
Bring an artillery spotter.
you're being an artillery spotter.
It feels oddly familiar. Nah.
Adjust 5, right.
The orcs are
Re-engage.
still persisting through, though.
They're still persisting through, but they've got to deal with 5,000 fucking debts basically bum rushing the shit out of them.
Are you ordering them to kill them?
If they I mean, if they're keeping up a fight, they die. If they're surrendering,
No, they can't surrender.
they ain't getting surrender. What do you say?
No prisoners?
No, I said we'll take prisoners if they're surrendering.
Yep. And so, in this lovely, lovely, lovely situation, where the orcs, so are orcs actually like some of them able to force their way out and try and keep the charge up towards our objective, or are they trying to deal with
About half. About half make it through.
About half make it through.
And they are through the deaths, and they're closing the distance at this point.
Release the horde. So EG, that was basically release the remaining debts.
You just hear from behind Darius
Just
on his stool.
Attack!
And all
like,
in one voice.
What? And then more of the little fuckers just start tidal waving off the hill. Oh shit! Imagine being the orcs in that situation.
And they're all like, yeah, go ahead.
You just got hit by fucking cannons, so there's disorder as it was. You then just got ambushed by a bunch of little fucking robots, and now there's a tidal wave of them coming off the hill at you. I would hate to be in that position.
We're just trying to load one into the cannon, because he really wants to see what they, fire
You
like.
loaded one into a howitzer.
He wants to know.
How did the artillery strike land?
Oh yeah, the artillery's kind of taken off, and they're disordered as well.
They're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
They got more range than we do.
You guys watch as the front of that so right as the deaths get to the line. You guys watch. You see one of the orcs step up. He has a big staff, and he stabs it into the ground. And you watch as like a whole just bunch of those deaths just get deactivated.
Well, that's interesting.
Waller, how close are they now? The orcs?
They're about 200 yards. Like, you guys could open up on them, but you just see like one of them step up and he stabs the staff, and you just see this energy kind of grow out, and it doesn't wipe them all out, but it's like
It just sort of deactivates a bunch of them.
Yeah.
They just sort of trundle over. They've just been deactivated for the time being. Interesting. Volley fire.
I'm gonna continue doing artillery until they're about 100 feet.
Well, we have like what, 2,000 guns?
There's 2,000 guns plus, and that's Cam's guys, so they want to open up.
They should be in range just to take a volley at this point. Not gonna lie. Cam, if you would.
This dude, is he on his own or in a group?
They're in a group. He was just like, he's probably one of the officers or something that was with that group.
So basically like a bubble around him of debts just got deactivated, but the rest
Mhm.
probably kept going into the flank. So there's just this group.
And it's
there.
probably like 200 of them, yeah.
Yeah, about 200 of them that are just somehow surviving because of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the attention of my artillery guys.
Yeah,
Your artillery guy.
he has artillery.
Uh-huh.
He
Ah,
has his own
nice.
battery.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he
Oh,
does. Canister?
If they're in range.
I mean, 200 yards. Yeah.
That's like the outer edge of canister, I think.
Yeah. Regular
Otherwise,
shot.
case.
Case, okay. Well, they load and fire. And it's devastating. Like, it breaks up, and you guys are just watching. Just all the cannons are now opening up. Everybody's opening up, and this whole attack just falls apart.
It got blunted to begin with, got
Yeah.
blunted again, and then it just
fell apart.
it fell
And-
apart the moment the tidal wave hit.
Now the orcs are retreating. Are the ambushing debts? Are they still attacking the retreating orcs, or are you letting them go?
I assume that the ambushing debts, if the orcs are retreating and like dropping weapons and trying to run,
They're running. They're not dropping weapons. They're running. But
I mean, I assume the debts are just trying to tackle them. Not gonna lie, if they're running.
Hallsworth,
Hmm.
are you gonna have them tackle the retreating orcs?
What does Darius think?
I mean, I just assume that's what they would do. To be fair, they're fucking debts.
Go with the
Okay.
deaths. Is that what you're assuming?
Yeah, 'cause they're fucking dead. They probably understand. Like, the debts probably have enough understanding. Oh, they're running away. We shouldn't kill them, but they still have weapons. Subdue.
Let's be honest, they're debts. You told them to kill them. They don't care if they have weapons.
Yeah.
That's another point.
So you guys watch as the ones running away, they just get tackled, and like this is that moment where, oh my god, you just hear attack out of the you guys just watch these guys disappear into that tall grass, and at the other end of it, there's like 2 or 3 of them that pop out.
Just 2 or 3 orcs that just
Yeah.
pop out. They're like,
Traumatized.
they come out half mad.
I'm gonna give the ceasefire command to like all the artillery debts.
I'm assuming any orcs still alive in the field have surrendered.
No, they're dead.
Oh, they're all
They're all
dead.
dead.
Wow. Out of 3,000, 3 lived.
3,000 walked in, 3 walked out.
Wow. Well, I think that's a big enough show of force, don't you?
Get in the can. Come on, transform, damn it.
Over here, stop.
Revere, stop it.
The orcs are gone. We don't need to keep on firing.
Yeah, but I want to know how they fly.
No.
Damn it.
Maybe some other.
By the
day.
way, you had it like partly loaded, like it was almost ready to go. So
There's
And
just a debt halfway stuck into this cannon. You see its legs like kicking.
Does the breach? Does it kind of close? Like, can I at least partially get a seal?
yeah,
I'm gonna have to load light
Don't
it and
blow
step
up.
back.
Don't blow up one of the fucking howitzers.
so you guys watch as you guys say that, you see it fire. It fires, it doesn't blow up, thank God. And you guys watch as this jet goes flying. And
Oh, that poor little
it's like
bastard.
tumbling. It's like tumbling, like because it's a howitzer. It wasn't like a regular cannon.
Yeah, he's
so-
going up.
He's going up, and when he gets to the top of the
It hits his apex.
this is apex, you just see like these little glider wings like from his hands pop out, and he like starts gliding. He is literally a doom glider.
We have doom divers.
Arir, what
Ah.
did you tell that debt to do?
Our debts will block out the sun.
The only thing I told the debt to do, which it didn't really do, was get in the damn cannon so I could fire it.
Then explain that, and I point up to the gliding debt.
And you see
think-
one of the 3 that are running away. You just see the debt just like lawn dart right into it.
Knock him out.
Ooh!
See, that would have been good to know
It's,
before.
it's literally like that scene from fucking Hot Fuzz where,
Mhm.
where Simon Pegg grabs the can and just fucking yeets it across the field and bonks him in the head.
Yep.
Oh,
You guys are all yelling at a rear, and then like the camera turns, you just hear pop into the deck, just runs into the
Sure.
guy.
off in the distance. Ding!
Just that, stereotypical scream. Ah!
Well, I guess we got one alive,
Well, I think he was.
if it's alive.
I guess that's pretty heavy. I don't think he survived that.
Might have
Actually-
I'm surprised it can even glide.
See, I told you it would
yes,
have been
we,
good
we
to know.
learn something new about these things every day, and that's... Did you know they could do that? As I look at Scammer.
Absolutely not.
Oh dear.
Anyway, so that is the battle. Be that as it was.
Man, that was such a close victory. It was so close. They almost had us there. I mean,
Hey,
Okay,
Rear, can I
if
have
you
my
could
rifle
stop
back?
mocking the orcs now.
There you go. And he hands
Nice
it
and
to Gazik. Anyone know what happened to those ones that look like they got shut off?
They're still
probably still-
deactivated.
yeah, probably still deactivated, but that orc that had the fucking staff is probably dead. So
Oh yeah, where is he? I want to take a look at that staff.
I mean, I
If it's
suspect.
still there.
I mean, probably just there in the battlefield. Well, yeah, the cannons might have just obliterated it. To be fair.
Did Cam's guys use canister or
You-
cannon?
No, they use cannonball. They use solid
Okay.
Case.
case.
They hit, go
Case.
boom.
Oh, so fiery
Fistless.
death.
So that guy was
Mm-hmm.
200 meters away last
Yep.
before he got hit.
Mhm.
He's there. He should have been somewhere down there where those scorch marks are.
Darius,
Mm.
you're gonna have to be more specific.
You're
The
good, man.
closest scorch marks.
You're gonna have to be more specific. And Rear's looking around, and there's just like everything's
Lots of-
yeah.
Battlefield.
Like, I
Shard.
assume I probably saw, I was mainly focused on the whole battlefield, but I probably saw it and have a generally good idea where I last saw the magic being used, right?
Mhm.
I'll point out to a rear where I think the last blast was made or magic was made.
I mean, there's
Alright.
probably like a bunch of deactivated debts.
Mhm.
A bit-
Like
a bit
it's not
sharp.
hard to find it.
We're just gonna.
You
take
guys
low
get
ground.
up there, rear, and you guys cannot find a body of an orc with a staff.
Yeah. Don't breathe while you're there, by the way. You don't want to be inhaling ash.
Oh, don't worry, I'm quite used to it.
Gazik probably has a handkerchief and just has it up to his
Mhm.
mouth. He's probably
Hmm.
still riding the giant green day he has.
There's no orc body with a staff, and then
And I can't find any equipment or the staff either.
Nope.
not even like anything that looks like a fragment of it.
Nope.
We're just gonna try and activate one of the deactivated debts.
It reactivates.
Okay, well he
Okay.
sends it along on its way.
Yeah, all the staff does is deactivate them, by the looks of it. But it only does it within like a certain bubble.
Yeah, the problem is that means if this was whatever it was, I wish I could have found it. If this was scaled up, we could be going up against something that has the ability to just completely and totally deactivate all of the debts.
Well, it doesn't seem like its effect lingers.
Are the debts that I haven't attempted to reactivate coming back online?
No.
So they have to be manually restarted.
Mhm.
Can the active debts do it? I'm going to turn to one of the debts and be like, can you try and activate that one over there?
He runs over and reactivates it.
Oh, well, there we go.
Sweet.
Shouldn't be a
Obviously,
problem, as long as we
seen
have
some
someone in
video
reserve.
of Detroit Become Human, and I'm just thinking of that scene where it's like, wake up, wake up. Have you ever seen that scene?
One of them just lurches up. Attack!
Oh what?
Where am I?
Oh what? When he's trying to get the fucking drunk inspector up.
No. It's when you go with the what is it? Deviant playthrough, and you have to wake up all the droids in the main
Oh.
headquarters. And you're just like, wake up, and it's like they start waking each other up, and it's just like 1,000 droids waking them up.
Ah.
Also becoming deviant.
Yep.
But yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna walk down because obviously, I'm seeing a rear do these tests to see how to reactivate the debts. A rear,
Yeah?
because obviously I saw the guy basically just drop a load of debts with that staff, but they're being reactivated. I'm assuming you haven't found anything, well, the staff that was used.
No, no trace.
Could you do some detect magic for me?
Yeah, sure. If I can find it that way. And Rear's gonna go ahead and use it, burn the spell slot.
Yeah, there is remnants of magic being used all over this area.
What type? Because the rear would be able to know what school.
Yeah, what type?
As I go to Google, stand by.
Processing.
Processing.
Feeling the magic wavelengths.
Processing. Processing. It would be a transmutation.
Okay, it would be a transmutation, Darius. That's what I'm getting for the remnant area that this affected.
Well, I don't know the schools of magic nor what is involved with them personally.
Now, would a Rear know any relevant transmutation spells that are basically kind of a, turn off, deactivate, or inhibit something?
What you know, because you really didn't. Did you study transmutation? I don't think you did you?
I think, isn't that kind of a integral part for, no, not for Plode. That's other shit.
More of an enchantment. Transmutation's more about
fabrication.
Spells change the properties of a creature, object, or environment.
Don't you have that one that, like, if you have at least the basic materials, you can make
Yeah,
something
he has fabricate, so he would know transmutation.
Yeah.
I do have fabricate, so I know a mix of everything.
You do know that the magics, you don't know anything in particular, like in what you've been taught, but you do know that there is, and you guys have dealt with something similar before, because you guys got to remember, Scamos uses transmutation. Baywater used transmutation. So it's kind of those same schools of thought. Something like time stop is possible. So something that could either deactivate energies or, hey, I speed up, stop time or speed up time. Do something in this area is also possible. It's all under transmutation. That help?
Flame stop is transmutation?
Yes, it is.
Huh.
Okay. Well,
Mending, prestidigitation is also transmutation. Dark vision, knock, polymorph, and time stop are all classed as transmutation as well. Because you're altering matter or a creature.
Now, would I know of any, since I have Plode as my construct, and the debts are technically mini constructs, although
yes,
don't
they are.
quite operate on the same way because of the hive mind type thing. Would I know of any spells that can deactivate a construct?
I mean,
that
no.
May not necessarily fall under transmutation.
No. I mean, you don't know of any, but that doesn't mean that they don't. You know it's possible, but you just don't know of any of ones that were written down. There's one thing, especially with orcs, they don't always practice known magics of humans, dwarves, what's been written down and recorded. they kind of do their own thing, but they still have to follow the same basic principles. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I will pass that information along to the rest of the group as well. And I'm assuming with detect magic, I don't find the staff. I just find the residual magic.
I mean, when I was looking around, did I get a good look at the staff?
I mean,
It's a high-powered scope, and if I'm able to shoot out the 1,500 feet, then maybe?
yeah. You didn't really get, because you were busy doing a bunch of other stuff. I don't think you would have gotten, like,
Well, I had the rifle.
photographic memory. You just know it was a big staff that he was wielding.
Because, I mean, or if like anything, he like that looked familiar, or like standing out for him. Because if I could, I would try to use a locate object.
You wouldn't have enough because you didn't get the particulars of it, and it's something that you haven't really had history of before. So.
Actually, wait. I might have a different spell for this. Fuck, I'm going to assume this creature's not familiar to me at all.
No.
Okay. Because now I have locate a creature.
I mean, it's an orc. You just don't know specifically. It would be really hard for you to go like a generic orc number 15 and be getting the right one. So. Anyway. Is there anything we want to do? It is already 6:30 Central. So. We don't have too much longer.
Well, I guess in my process of searching for the staff, did I find any other good shit?
I mean, there's orc bodies everywhere.
Good material. that you're after.
Material, the debts, they have their rifles. It's like basic, like, one-shot rifles.
Any rare components?
No.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's
But
much.
as you guys are cleaning up, the orcs make it out, and they tell you your deaths that are still scouting are reporting that the orcs are leaving the area. They're starting to pack up, and
They're like, nope.
yeah, we're leaving. So.
Victory! Yeah, I don't think Arir has anything else he needs to do.
Anybody have anything else that we want to do?
Nope. I think that's a good place to call it.
Yeah,
a
we
battle.
can pause it.
Yeah.
Yep. Good job, guys.
And
Damn, I didn't get to do high noon.
You don't need